But I think that's it as far as the news. We're gonna close out with a new segment.
Yeah.
We're calling it. I think this is the next thing, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We're calling it "Would You Rather?"
Would you
Like
rather?
like the Wii U. Like, would you
Yeah, would you?
rather? Would you rather? And
Will you?
basically every week, or maybe not every week, but every once in a while, we're going to close out the Koppai podcast with a question to leave the listeners with. They can comment down below, or you can tweet at us at Koppai Media. Or if you're listening on iTunes, you can do the Twitter or SoundCloud. You can do a comment, or any way you want to contact us, you can. Hop over to our Facebook, facebook.com/Koppai Productions. Um, we're gonna lead out with a would you rather kind of hypothetical Nintendo situation that sometimes will be really fun, and we have one planned for the Animal Crossing one, and we're gonna have hopefully just some moving forward, and we're gonna keep it try to keep it really brief. We could make them like a whole probably podcast episodes, the concept of would you rather do this or that, and explain your reasoning and how that could affect you and stuff. Like we can just ramble on forever on that, but we're just gonna close it out, leave our answers, and maybe feature some of your answers in the upcoming episode. Some of you have some really cool answers or reasons why. But the question this week is: would you rather, moving forward from this point on, only play Nintendo, um, like Nintendo handheld consoles or Nintendo home consoles, assuming that, and if the NX, for example, is a hybrid of both, you could only play it then at the home or on the go. So would you rather only play Nintendo on the go consoles or at home consoles?
Okay.
DS, Game Boy, etc., etc.
Right, right, right. So
Uh,
I can't get my like send it in and get my capture card installed and then be
no,
playing.
it has to be on the portable.
Oh
So
gosh. Okay.
if you have like the Game Boy adapter, you can't plug that into your
Yeah,
GameCube and play it on
okay.
there.
Right.
If the NX, like I said, is compatible with the TV, you can't
Yeah.
be playing it on the TV because then at that point you're
Oh,
playing the home console.
yeah. That's
Um,
true, I guess.
it has to be home or home console, TV, Nintendo, or portable Nintendo.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
and the games that are tied to that. And so I mean, for some like Smash Bros is on both.
yeah.
I mean, if you do home console besides Stadium, you or Pokken, you're kind of missing out on the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
But if you do the portable, you get the handheld games, but you don't really get the 3D Grand Adventures of Zelda,
Right.
Mario Galaxy,
Hmm. Yeah.
etc.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm wondering, should we throw in the caveat of should we include Virtual Console? Because I mean, then you do have some handheld games on the Wii U Virtual Console.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, sure. Virtual consoles count. Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are thrown in. So am I going first or are you going first?
I will go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with handhelds.
Okay.
My reasoning is one,
I wonder what I'm gonna choose.
Pokemon's a biggie.
Yeah, definitely.
Was like the reason I got into Nintendo, into gaming, into the idea of journalism and video game news and publishing and
Yeah.
all of that. Like
Yeah.
it's a huge part of me.
Pokemon's huge.
A lot of and all of the classic console games are on there. You have the SNES games on there. You have the NES.
Yeah.
Um, Although I can't do it now, one day in the decades to come, we'll probably be able to play console games that are out there now. Eventually, I'll have to wait, but they'll eventually probably come. Many years from now.
Yeah.
Um, and I do already play a lot on the go, or I play on my 3DS just at home. On the couch, I play like at my desk. I'm already playing the 3DS. It's kind of sometimes easier to play than to plug in the system or the console and get on the TV and stuff. And you just do have those epic stories and experiences. And you do even have like Super Mario 3D Land. You have A Link Between Worlds, Link to the Past. Excuse me. Um, Puberty at 22. But yeah, I think there's just a lot of reasons to go ahead and play on the handheld. That if I mean, I just kind of try to think like even if the next year, like if I hear like, oh, I can't play Splatoon anymore, I'd be like, oh, that sucks. But you know, I can play Fire Emblem and I can play Luigi's Mansion and Pokemon and my Mario games. I mean, it would just I'd still be able to have like almost every franchise where like the it seems like the home console would be a little bit more bare.
Yeah.
And then also like if I'm ever on the go or if I'm ever away from my TV, I can't play Nintendo. But if I have a handheld or a portable Nintendo device, I can do
Yeah,
it
for
wherever
sure.
I want.
For sure, for sure, for sure. For sure. Uh, my response, man, it is hard. I actually am like still, because I for like at first with if we allowed me to have like the capture card and stuff, of course I'm gonna go with handhelds.
Yeah, that's
Um,
stupid, man. That's such a
yeah, it's a get around,
yeah.
because it's like yes, then I get like kind of the best of both worlds. But um, in Pokemon, I'm with you. It's like such a huge thing to like to choose consoles and to totally get rid of Pokemon. Thinking about that and the effect and like, there's like really no game on consoles that's like even role playing games and stuff. There's nothing that is like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Um, Pokemon
People
is its
people told me Nino Kuni was. I played Nino Kuni.
yeah.
Great game, beautiful game. That's not Pokemon.
Yeah, it's Pokemon is its own thing and it's
Even Cyber Sleuth. I looked at that and like we watched videos on Cyber Sleuth, Digimon. Like I'm like,
yeah.
so I really want a console experience of Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's just
Well, yeah,
nothing I can
definitely.
find. Leave comments if there is, but I
Yeah.
doubt you'll. I mean, I bet there's stuff that's like it and tries to be like it, and you'll leave comments saying this game's kind of like Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, and it just to me the sad thing is that I might have to get rid of Pokemon. I might have to go with the consoles because I was thinking about it this way. It's like, first of all, if I'm away from home and I don't have access to video games, like at all times, like I can't take my 3DS everywhere with me or my Vita, like maybe it's a good thing. Maybe sometimes when I'm on vacation or I'm leaving the house, it's good to disconnect from that video
Man,
game
don't get all like
air
moral
in a
and
well
like
in
higher
a
ground on me.
right. Well, and then I'm thinking, okay, at home, like I just the big screen experience is so precious to me and the immersiveness of like playing Zelda on the big screen. And one big thing that sticks out to
No,
me is that I
wouldn't you be able
don't,
to play like Uncharted still though?
well, the thing is like Fallout 4, things like that, Skyrim, the
But you
Elder
could do
Scrolls
that
series.
still. I'm talking Nintendo here.
I can do that stuff.
I would assume that in this
I'm
hypothetical
talking about just
situation.
like as overall as like consoles versus handhelds.
Oh,
If I
I
could
was
never play a
talking
console game,
Nintendo because I that
okay,
was
yeah,
part of
and
my big
I
answer
was
was I
gonna.
could do Pokemon on the go, but then I could go back home
Well,
and
then
do Uncharted on the big
that's
screen.
another cop out,
That's
cause
not fair though, because the question is,
well, I
would
was
you
gonna ask.
rather
You
Nintendo?
didn't. Okay, okay, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. I then in that
That being said, though,
case,
I still think I'd stick with my answer and do Vita 3DS because then I have the
like
Uncharted experience on the go.
if you could not have like a PS4, you can never play like the Skyrim or the Fallout 4s
Okay,
or
that is pretty tough.
yeah, it makes it tough because I'm just not thinking that in any
But
reality
every game on the
Grand
PS4 is
Theft
a game
Auto
on the
5 is
Vita with
not
remote
gonna.
play.
Yeah, that's true. But then, what are you playing there? Are you playing a console game or what's going?
Uh,
It's like we're getting into some crazy philosophical handheld console
and what does
debate
it mean
here.
to truly be alive? Like,
Yeah,
and to be a good person, morality wise, like what is good and what is right and what is wrong. Lots of things that come up here with this discussion on handheld versus home console.
yeah, it's very true. Um, I don't know. Yeah,
Okay, so
it's
I'm gonna because we have to wrap this up. I'm
right,
gonna
right.
definitively say my answer is still I have to stick with handheld.
Yeah. Well, and also
Fortunately, it's not real,
I
so I
wanted
can
to
just
throw out one last like point in the siding of handhelds is that I think that I've played and beaten way more handheld games in my life
yeah, definitely.
than console games, and like there's just I don't know, it's so difficult, but I think that oh crap, since we don't have much time, I'm gonna go with the opposite end and say I'm gonna stick with my console kind of gut sort of thing and
Yeah,
say bye bye Pokemon, I'm so sorry.
you still get it though with
But
Pokken
yeah, but that I
and
get
Virtual
my
Console.
I've been
Actually, are
playing
those on the? They're not
so
on
much
the Wii U.
Twilight Princess HD, and it's been so gorgeous on my big screen that it's like I just don't know. I love it so much, and to know that I can kind of just unwind in front of my TV with that. But also, I was, then I go back to thinking like a handheld game is kind of like a good book in some ways, where you kind of sit down with it
Oh
in front
yeah,
of you, and it's just like a nice,
yeah. I have
just a
Star
little,
Fox
and so it's
64 3D.
yeah,
I'm gonna play this week in prep for Star Fox Zero, and I'm just I'm so excited to curl up like on my couch, and it's like summer weather outside, so
Yeah.
like the breeze is feeling good, and just play like a Star Fox Epic Saga on the 3DS and
Yeah, and that
3D.
game is
It's
so epic on there.
I've never played Star Fox. I played
Yeah,
Star
wow.
Fox Adventures on the GameCube.
Yeah,
I think I rented that, and I was like, "What is this game?
yeah.
Like, what in the world is happening?" And it was like the only Star Fox game that was like that. So I've never really played a true Star Fox experience. So I'm super excited to play that, and we'll have that discussion next week. But for now,
Mm.
we are the end of Koppai Podcast episode 18. So answer that question: would you rather only play um, Nintendo handhelds or Nintendo home consoles? Um, to justify it however you will. If you want to, if you believe that certain rules and guidelines should be established, like it should be either all handhelds, including other consoles, or all if you could still play your PS4, do that. It's a fun discussion. This isn't like a real thing that's happening, but maybe list those rules or your reasoning of why you would choose home or handheld. And that's going to be a fun would you rather. And you can leave those comments down below or tweet at us or find some sort of way to contact us, direct message us, call us up with our personal phone numbers, and we'll call you back and be like, hey, good answer.